Standing here for a couple hours and I get to ask people like, who do you want to meet? Who's your favorite? What's what's the vibe? And I can't tell you, it's like universally Adolescence and you guys. And so you must have been, and I know that this must have been something that you're feeling these last couple months. What's been the biggest surprise for a person you've heard from, a DM, an email, a voice note?
Well, Stephen has shared some messages that he got from wonderful people like Al Pacino,
Daniel Day-Lewis, Gary Oldman, just people who we respect hugely and we admire and are part of the reason why we're actors today. But if I'm really honest with you, that's wonderful, but so is someone coming up to us in the supermarket and telling us that it created conversation with their children, which overall, if I'm honest with you, that was our overall objective. Do you know what I mean? So for it to have the impact with the regular person on the street to us is huge, really.
I don't even know how you take that in because, children have lived through a pandemic. Children are dealing with social media. We're all dealing with cultural violence in every country. So tell me, how do you even attempt to process that, especially knowing the time we're living through right now, that this show speaks to this moment in a really dramatic but necessary way?
I think what we tried to do from the very beginning, myself and Jack, is when we created it and when we wrote it, we didn't want to be pointing a finger at anyone specifically. So we wanted to say, look, these things happen in our world. Let's not hide away from them. But instead of saying who's responsible, why don't we look at it from a point of view where maybe we are all accountable? And in that respect, parents, the school system, the education system, society, the government, and maybe have a look at it as a collective and let's try and work this thing out together.
And have conversations. It's opened up such important conversations.
Guys, you both have been doing such brilliant work for a really long time, but I don't even know how you try to follow this up. So I'm just going to ask you, how do you follow this up and what's next?
I don't know if you follow things up like this. Look, I'm a great believer in the power of now and being in the moment. So it's followed up by us. We came on a bus today. Do you know what I mean? I asked if we could come on a bus. So there was like 35, 40 of us on a bus. And that's how this journey's been for us. I've known this woman since we were kids. My mum and her mum were best mates. And I always knew what a talent she was, but she hadn't had that opportunity. So I made sure that she had that opportunity. And she absolutely smashed it. Do you know what I mean?
We've known each other since we were babies.
Yeah.
Best thing about the Adolescence bus?
Oh, we had a right laugh on, didn't we, at the beginning? And then we got a bit bored as we were waiting in line, but then we just started pretending like we were on a coach trip to Butlins or something like that, which was fun, yeah.
It was fun.
An honor.
It's great fun.
Thank you very much.